Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. It is day 3, recap of Family Reunion 2021. So far it's been a really good event. There's so much information, so much content, tons of classes. And one of the things that my ahas or things that I learned today, which is pretty amazing, is we have nearly 50,000 attendees for this event, which is an unbelievable number to have for any kind of event, let alone our annual Family Reunion event. Of which 8,000 of them are guests from other firms. And that struck me because, that the aha that I had was how much information is really desired, wanted, and needed. I mean, there's an absolute thirst for knowledge and information and technology from other companies that only KW has, which is flattering. It's amazing. I'm glad that we are tied in with the right company. So I wanted to bring in a couple of other people that I highly value and wanted to get their feedback on what they've been learning thus far today, as well as the last couple of days. So first and foremost, I'm going to bring on Christy M. Hey, Christy.
Hi.
So Christy is our Market Center Administrator. She's kind of like the CFO of KW Honolulu. And I know that you've been on for the last few days for Family Reunion. What are some of your takeaways and ahas that you've had thus far?
Let's see. So on the Onward video that we were watching, was it today? Yeah, it was today. Some of the ahas that I got was from Gary Keller. One of his quotes were, he or she who controls the leads controls the industry. One of the main ahas within that I've gotten was how he said that to solve three problems, you need world-class experience, for agents regarding their clients. World-class experience, you need a lead gen, and you need to lead convert. So if all three are all mastered and are at a high level, then you can't be beaten. And then on one of the other ahas that I got was regarding compensation and how to look at compensation from an agent's point of view, where it's determined by the need. Compensation is determined by the need for your service, how well you perform, the difficulty in replacing you, and how many people you serve. So that kind of really resonated with me in that you take that in all aspects of your business, whether it's if you're an agent or if you're in leadership or any aspect, any entrepreneur. So that part kind of really stood out for me.
Awesome. Thanks, Christy. I'm going to bring on Daniel Ulu as well. Hey, Daniel.
Hi.
Daniel is on our ALC, and he sits the tech chair. Daniel, I know you've been busy at Family Reunion as well. What things have you learned and gathered thus far the last couple of days?
Yeah, so yesterday when Gary was talking about, he's always been talking about tech and the agent and who ultimately will be the fiduciary of the client. And so he's been, harping on that for years, every Family Reunion, and kind of reminding us, with the whole Zillow acquisition, and how Zillow is grabbing up all these, companies to ultimately, Zillow wants the tech to be the fiduciary of our clients. And I think, Gary kind of reminds us that, as agents, that, we need to step up in terms of our own technology and servicing our clients, adding contacts in our database, whether it's through Command or your own CRM, and continually to touch our contacts on a daily basis. Because instead of buying leads, we should focus on generating our own leads through referrals. And I think what was his name? They mentioned on Onward 2021 today about the amount of referrals you can get. So you get 2 referrals for every 10 clients or past clients that you have in your database. And it kind of was an eye opener for me, because it reminds me that I need to, continually to touch, my past clients, even my SOI, my sphere of influence today, or else, someone else or another technology company who's going to do it for me. So.
Yeah, that's right. That was great input. Thank you so much. I got so much different, I have so many pages of notes, but some of the ones to highlight, and I posted this on my Facebook earlier, which is a sign of a good leader is not how many followers you have, it's how many leaders you create. I thought that was an unbelievable saying, and that kind of resonated well with me. Daniel, to your point, and also Christy, to yours too, is one of the things that I thought was super important that Gary and all the leadership at KW was harping on was a lot of people are worried in this industry, like, hey, what's happening with the elephant in the room, the company that starts with Z? What are they doing? How's that going to impact your business? And at the end of the day, what he basically said was, we are still in control of our business, and it's a relationship game. And what we need to do as agents and fiduciaries is make sure that we're connected to and constantly building that relationship. What I think a lot of agents forget to do is they sell someone a property, sell a home, and then they kind of disconnect and they're never in contact with them. Well, that's not the way to properly build a relationship. One of the phrases that they used was cement and saturate. Cement the relationship, build that relationship, and then saturate with information, texting them, doing care calls, how are you, check-ins, and so forth. So it's kind of like going back to basics, but I thought it was very, very meaningful. The one thing that I think KW has down pat that makes that process super easy is we have the smart database, the Smart Plan Smart database, and our database does a lot of that legwork for you, so you don't have to do that. So that made it super easy. And they even said too that with your database, you can gamify that by going after it and making sure that the little things that people really don't think about, which is important to the client, is like, hey, what's your kid's name? Are they in school yet? Are they going to college? What college are they going to? Hey, what's your pet's names? How many pets do you have? It's all the little things that are important to your clients that should be important to you. And when you kind of gamify to try to get that data, your client's data, what's important to them, into your database, that just enhances and grows that relationship. So I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was amazing. And yeah, so there's so much different pieces of information, so many tools. For those who are watching who are KW agents, I hope that you're getting a lot of benefit from Family Reunion as well. It's an unbelievable growth opportunity for those that are outside and in different firms. And if you have any interest in learning what we're learning as well, reach out to me and let me know. I'm happy to help. I was going to show you real quick. I'm going to share screens just to give everyone a little FOMO. This is the dashboard for Family Reunion. We built our own platform. So one of the questions that I had received from outside agents is, where's Zoomed out? I don't want another Zoom. Trust me, this is not another Zoom. We built this from the ground up. So this is our own thing. And you go to full agenda and you can see all the different classes that there are at different times. They're all live. So when you jump into a class, you're communicating with the presenter, with other coaches, with all these other kind of people that are on there answering, sharing ideas and best practices and so forth. You can network, which is really important, exhibitor hall. And then all the things that we're learning, because some of these things are happening at the same time, they're put into the video library. So in that video library, you have the opportunity to go back and watch again, which I thought was an unbelievable thing. So KW did it real well, I would say, from Mega Camp, which is our summer event. And I think they knocked it out of the park, and they did an even better job with Family Reunion. So kudos to KW, always keeping up on all these things. But, yeah, that's all I wanted to share with everyone. Thank you so much, Christy and Daniel, for just jumping on real quick and giving a recap. Greatly appreciated. Again, anyone watching that wants more information, feel free to reach out to any one of us. We're all happy to help. You can reach out to me. My number is 808-754-5800. And you can also shoot me an email at chadshima@kw.com. And we'll see you tomorrow at same time, and we'll do another day 4 recap. So we'll see you guys then.
Bye.